Is the mic on?
I believe it is.
Is the mic on?
Yes.
Put this on.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Otaku Exchange. I'm Nathan. I guess I'm the host guy. I go by Kisame H online. I've been on 1,000,006 different YouTube channels. Marians! Okay. To my immediate left, I've got Abraham.
Hi, I'm Abraham.
What is one thing about you other than you're black?
What do you do, my KOKU JIN? What's your favorite anime?
I don't have a favorite
Sasuke has
anime.
a sword in his chest.
You can't do this to me. No, I don't have.
Go!
No, I don't have a favorite anime.
Alright, and to his left, I've got Joe.
What's up, y'all? No question? Really? Alright,
What's your
fine.
favorite anime?
Favorite anime?
That's ongoing.
No question? Alright,
Top three, whatever you can say.
favorite anime currently? Right now, Bleach. For later.
My name is Adam Christopher Scott. I'm the whitest person here. I'm
Also the most attractive.
With the hat.
That hurts. I am very kawaii. So basically, I'm a vlogger on YouTube, and I love High School DxD
And breasts.
for the fan service. Yes. And this beautiful boy beside me here.
I am Massimo, and my
It's exited now.
He's thinking Sasuke. And
This microphone is gigantic.
It's like, holy shit.
and yeah,
It's like a lollipop.
my top 3 anime right now that I could think of. Death Note. Drum roll.
Yeah. Oh, that's like a fat,
Okay. Next one is DBZ, because you have to.
No, you don't.
Oh, we will.
Dude, you
Everyone,
we'll
we
talk
will
about
go
this
into
later.
this later.
We'll talk about this later.
I will come out on top in more ways than one, bitches.
That's your brother.
I know.
I can see this shipping happening already.
Sasuke's dead.
My top 3 favorite animes are number 1 is Yu Yu Hakusho, favorite anime of all time. Yu Yu Hakusho. My number 2, Hajime no Ippo. I love Hajime no Ippo. Great anime. Number 3, since I started rewatching it, is Love Weki. I started
I don't know what that is, man.
Every podcast, what we're going to do is we're going to watch 2 animes. One that's been on for a while, and then one new one. And and then we're gonna kind of dissect them. I just watched Death Note for the first time today, so I'm giving the perspective of a beginner at this stuff. Kimochi Yamate.
That is not progressive at all.
I know.
It feels so good. Please stop. We watched MAHOU SENSOU. So it seems like what's going on is that there's this girl from another world and there's a guy from our world, a human world, and so she comes and just basically collapses, just flat out passes out. And he's like, oh, I guess I gotta take her to the nurse's office because Japanese people just, they don't care.
collapses.
People
Everyone
just
has to
pass out and go, okay, I gotta take him to the nurse's.
And there's nobody in the nurse's office.
Of course.
There's
There's nobody anywhere in the school.
Yeah. He takes her to the nurse's office, lies her on the bed, and she's like, Big brother! Is it time for my cameo?
She's mistaking him for her older brother.
And so, and so she's like, oh, boy, you are not my brother. And she whips out a pistol and
Out of nowhere.
and he's very calm about it. He's like, oh, that's a gun.
Well, that's a gun in my face.
Yeah, he was very much like he was stoned during it. It
Yeah,
was
he's
like,
like,
just calm down, bro. It's
Yeah.
It's
be
all
cool.
good, man.
There was no there was just like, just calm down. In the show, there's 2 worlds. There's the human world, and then what's the other one called?
The ruined world.
The ruined world, where all the magicians live. And if I'm not mistaken, the rules are, if you come in contact with magic, then you become a musician.
A musician?
A magician. And if you if you hit another magician while in the human world, then you lose all your magic.
Correct.
Yeah.
For all we got.
I didn't really
Understand the rules, right?
But it's like, why would that be a rule? That means you can't fight another magician in the human world,
Yeah,
basically.
you have to go
I
back
suppose
to
it would
Unless
be-
it's melee.
Okay.
Very fast-paced and yet intriguing and very confusing, yet I want to see more at the same time.
Because
Yeah,
it makes
it was
you ask
very
questions like,
fast-paced.
oh, I
Yeah,
want
it
to
was.
know more.
It was too fast-paced.
It was like-
I was wounded, my boobs are bigger. You have transformation
funny.
magic,
That's
how did that
hilarious.
happen? What?
It reminded me of
Don't
the
just
first...
skim over that. Don't just
You
skim
gotta
over that.
explain it.
Out of nowhere, girl gets hit by magic hornet, and then you heal, and then your boobs get bigger, and it's like you have this transformation thing, and no explanation period on what magic is.
She had a long speech about.
Yeah,
what
she had a
magic
long
was.
speech about
No,
the
like
world and everything.
she spoke about like the world and the magic, but it's like you have like ancestral magic
Yeah,
versus what I have. It's
versus
like,
that-
Oh, and then the one guy has
Ancestral? Ancestral.
What? I mean,
And then the
fine,
one guy has destructive magic,
which is
Just like just
fire.
fire.
and then
It could be
and
like
then the
others.
Takashi, the main character, has
evasive.
evasive magic, and then the one girl has healing, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like
Or transformation.
Transformation.
Yeah,
that's
but
what
that's
it is.
so. Why did your boobs get bigger? Like, why is
It's
it
a
the one
thing.
thing
Why
that's
not?
ticked? Why is it the
She
one thing
transformed.
that's
Okay,
ticked?
what
It's,
Why-
it's
wait.
the needed fan service.
Guys, what
It's-
are we watching?
What?
An anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it,
it does.
speaks,
So
it
it's
speaks to a wider demographic, I guess, by adding the
Fair.
bigger boobs.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
See, I thought that they explained that the ruined world lives inside mirrors. Is that what they said?
Yeah, because they
No,
walked.
it's just I think that
No,
was just the
they-
gate.
like, that's-
between-
Yeah, they walked through a mirror, but it looked like their world just destroyed.
It's a specific portal, I think.
So is that like supposed to be a metaphor? Because I would think a mirrored world, everything would be the same except flipped.
Yeah, destroyed.
So that's a metaphor for like.
Something
Yeah,
that might
flipping
have.
the
Yeah.
entire
Yeah,
thing.
I thought like literally like everything's the same, nothing's destroyed except the words on everything are flipped. And it's like a literally mirrored world.
Oh, okay, I get what you're.
In the beginning of the episode, everything is so normal, and then
shit hit the fan.
so
It was everywhere. It was a mess.
MVP, wooden sword.
MVP.
Well, yeah,
was
that's
a
true
sword.
too.
bamboo stick.
I know, like he
Done.
has a wooden kendo stick,
Yeah.
right? And somehow it can fight against a huge Final Fantasy sword.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like
that's also an anime thing, man.
Yeah.
If you
It's
do
like-
kendo and you have a stick, you can kick anyone's ass.
for the first episode. What did we think of the character development?
There's not much.
I liked the breast development.
You go from a B to a D like that.
No, but there is like awkward character development when she talks to him about like what happened between her brother and
Yeah.
her, and it was like there's something that got like paved over because they forgot about that completely. It was like right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Family's distorted. Mother looks like she's on crack. Brother looks like he hates everyone. And then
Oh, between him and his
Yeah.
brother.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
and then he's like, oh, I don't want to talk to my brother. He hates me. But then they just stopped that completely.
They kept the confusing in.
It's definitely gonna come back to that.
Yeah,
I bet
it's
you. This,
definitely- oh, yeah.
Like the dad hasn't even been put in the story.
Well,
So
there might
it's
not
like-
even be a dad.
Exactly.
There's never a dad. just saying. My dad actually lives at my house.
His dad's a Reverend.
A reverend.
A
Reverend.
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 A maverick.
Yes, he's a maverick.
He's a Maverick Hunter.
I'm Mega Man X.
Yeah.
Sasuke died.
The first episode of this anime, it gave me a K feeling for that first episode
K.
because it made me think.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
wait,
What's a
wait,
K
wait.
feeling?
What's
for
a
people
K
who don't
feeling?
know K?
It
I-
was
what is a K feeling? I
K
don't know.
is an anime, obviously.
No.
Not obvious.
K is a letter.
K's a
Assume they know nothing.
K. Okay, the
Stop
anime
it.
you're talking about is called the K Project.
Yes, the
Yeah.
That
K
is the name.
project.
I'm saying it's K.
Okay, what
So-
specifically
You're saying it
describe
wrong.
the feeling? Just describe the feeling you got.
Because the first
Kimochi.
episode for that anime, it was so much happened, it left you wondering, like, what the fuck's going on? I don't know if I want to continue this or not. Like my friend Abraham over here had that same reaction.
You mean your lover?
I'm not his lover. I'm
Yes,
not
I
his
love
shadow.
him
I'm not
with
anything.
all my heart. Ugh.
So what were we hoping for in this first episode that didn't happen?
I was assuming that more development was gonna come. I mean, I
Character
thought.
development?
Yeah. You know, I thought like it would.
I don't really know any of the characters very well.
Yeah. The
I
only
know,
one.
You're already forgetting names.
Yeah, the only one I really remember was
Mui?
Mui because
And Takeshi.
she was like the cute like black haired girl that's really short that's always like inherent in an anime, and then there's Takashi that like the only reason I remember his name is because like the whole time I was thinking High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead. I always would appreciate more fan service.
Yeah.
Personally. I mean, there was a little bit of confusion at the beginning of the episode where she kind of fell on top of him and then they kissed, kind of.
Yeah, me too.
And she freaked out on him even though it was her fault for falling on him.
It was both their first.
And he
time.
was
No,
she
it
was
was-
she was
it
all
was-
like, "Are you thinking dirty thoughts? You're thinking dirty thoughts, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Okay, this is going to start into like a
start.
he's going to like go into like a fantasy something."
It's a harem.
It's a haram.
I don't know.
Everything is.
Is life guy?
He's life guy. Life is like bird. It goes fly.
Oh man.
Oh man.
But like for example, okay, now we're gonna switch over. So I watched Death Note for the first time this morning.
Okay.
Oh, you watched the 2 episodes this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
But in the first episode, I was like, I want to watch more of this show. This show is kind of like, too much happened, but I don't know enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would be different if it was like a lot happened and I know a lot. But
Explain what you really didn't care about.
exactly, and it's like with Death Note, it was kind of not too much happened in the first episode.
It was still straightforward.
But it was still like, I get it, and I want to watch more. Death Note is a show where basically you have the main character. What's his name?
Light Yagami.
Light.
Light
And-
Yagami.
And basically, he finds this notebook. One day he's in class, and he's bored of the world, basically. He's bored of the world that he lives in. And one day in class, he sees a book fall from the sky and land in, like, the playground, or wherever, not playground, the field outside his school. And he goes outside, picks it up, and it's called the Death Note. and there's instructions in it that say, if you write someone's name in the notebook, they will die in 40 seconds, right? Or if you want to choose the way they die, then it's 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And then the one who drops the Death Note is Death God. I remember what they're called.
Shinigami.
Shinigami.
His name is
And he's kind of a humorist. He has sort of comic,
Yeah.
like...
He was in the same boat as Light was. He was bored of his world, and he was just bored of everything.
Yeah, he was bored of everything in his world of death. Doom death.
Doom death. But the apples suck.
And then he dropped the book down to earth on purpose because he was bored.
The book accidentally.
Yeah,
This is-
accidentally.
He just fucking whipped it. He was like,
And basically, since Light is the only one who touched the book, Light is the only one who can see him in the human world.
Your thoughts?
What was everybody's... I want to know everybody's first reactions to Death Note.
Oh, this will be fun.
Your thoughts?
Nathan, you
Go-
go
go
first.
in like-
My first reaction to Death Note when I saw it, I immediately was watching it with a friend because she told me to watch it, and I fell in love with it because it's a whole dark justice kind of fight.
Oh, Christ.
Says the guy who wants to be a cop.
Got a problem with the Poe?
No.
You got a problem with the Poe?
No, I love the Popo.
I'm a goon.
You are a
Leave me
goon.
alone.
I already knew you were a goon.
That's fine.
I heard Poe.
Good.
As in...
Popo.
The
No,
Pope. Okay.
Oh, no,
As
you said
in
Poe.
religion.
You said Poe. I thought you meant like the things that carry lanterns in
Oh,
Zelda.
yes.
Those are Night Watchmen.
Just played he played Ocarina of Time for the first time this summer because I
Yeah, played
forced him
Ocarina of
to.
Time on the 3DS for the first time this summer.
Wow.
and I departed as a child. Didn't have anything good. Stop segueing away. That's for later.
Anyway, Death
Anyway.
Note first reactions.
Right.
Okay, so Abraham,
Okay.
your first thing.
My first time. The only reason I loved it specifically because of the Shinigami, just him alone, his statements and the way he acted was like it was perfect for the
He
show.
loves
It was like-
apples.
Yeah,
Juicy.
I love apples.
Yes.
It's like
the correct way to
apples is like the
describe this in me? Juicy.
Apples is his life. Is pretty much
Yeah,
what
that's-
life was. And then I love the combination because
Oh.
they're like the best.
All right.
They're like best friends
Awkward.
in the same situation because he's like one of them is really bored and one of them wants to change the world. So
Kimochi.
like one of them just watches, right? So the Shinigami just watches Light and watches his progression.
Transgression.
Yeah, what you said about how it's like being the god of death, but still being the hero in a sense.
Yeah.
As in you're
Can you explain how he is that?
well, he pretty much kills people that he chooses, that he says that he believes that are evil. Like if he sees someone on the news, spoilers, and he sees that they're evil and they've killed people so he writes their name in the book and he kills them. But in his world, that's not how it works. In our world, in our society, that's not how it works. You're not supposed to do it.
Well, even still, regardless, you just don't go out and kill people, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't really fit that role of hero, because a hero does everything that's right.
Yeah, but
You know,
he's a hero.
No,
He's not a hero.
He's a
Anti-hero.
protagonist. He's an anti-hero.
It's like he's pretending to be a hero, but it's really for his own selfish reasons. He
to make a perfect world.
he reveals
God,
yeah,
yes.
exactly. He reveals that he wants to rid the world of vermin, but only so that he can be a god.
But I'm saying, yeah, it is the best way to just rid the world. Like, it's like erasing something. It's like a smudge, right? Like, no offense, not to be rude, not to say that no one can change or anything, but it's like erasing a smudge. If someone's really bad and they're not going to change, it's obvious, get rid of them.
If you're just saying that, oh, everyone needs to be killed, what about the people that are not that are criminals and get put in jail for no particular reason, just because of their skin color or their religious creed or whatever you want to say? Yes, you're black. We understand it. What do you want?
Justice. Here's your death notes.
Well, basically,
The Dark Yagami.
Wowza.
Justice!
what I was gonna say is in the second episode he killed an innocent person.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. I know he didn't. But when he was writing the name down, he thought that he thought that the person was innocent.
Yeah.
He didn't know that person was on death row yet when he was writing the name down. So for all intents and purposes, in his mind, he was killing an innocent person just to show his power.
But he was also trying to kill someone who would be the person that would stop him.
Exactly.
The only person with the potential to stop him.
An indirectly bad person.
L introduced himself as
yeah,
I'm the
yes.
world's greatest detective. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna shit down your throat. He thought that this was L. This was gonna be the person that was gonna catch him. This is the person that's gonna stop him. The only person that's impeding him from,
Ridding the world
of this evil.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Mind you, again, only 2
fuck it.
episodes in.
I'm gonna kill him.
Basically, his reasoning for it is like, well, if you're going to impede me from ridding the world of evil, then that makes you evil. So, technically, killing you is a good thing. It's very, very fucked up.
Yeah.
I think Abraham is
shows
I think Abraham's the only one who thinks of him as a true hero.
He's a hero.
MAHOU Jin.
You haven't said anything in a
Massimo.
while.
Because everything I would say has already been said.
Hold the meek.
What do we think of the character development? Go.
Of the first
amazing.
one we watched?
Of Death Note.
Oh, awesome, man.
The first 2 episodes.
First two.
Not the whole anime.
Yeah, I know. I have to slow
You
down
know
a
Mass
bit.
is happy when you can't see his eyes.
That's a sign, everyone. It's a sign. For Light, his character development, it's actually like really good at the beginning, and obviously when like later on it gets better. Obviously.
The only episode where he finally plateaus is in the last episode. That's the one where he
snaps. Where he's
where he finally snaps. Well, he's gonna
Okay.
snap.
Shit.
Like it's obvious. Like that had to be the penultimate ending. Like that was. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying what happens, but I'm saying like at the end when
shit gets real.
when it gets real, and he does snap. That's when you see his his true colors, his full spectrum, all the way from his black to his white. Like you see it all. It's not a race thing.
I know. I didn't say anything.
You're thinking it. I heard you.
You're thinking naughty things.
They're racist. They're racist for thinking that I'm racist towards what they say. They're racist. I'm not racist.
No, we're in the
How am I racist? I can't be racist towards you. I can't. Oh my god.
That's being ignorant.
That's being ignorant.
You mean ignorant?
Get it? Because it rhymes with pigment.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Anyway.
Mass, you're fucking done.
Oh, lordy.
Someone's gonna kill you after the first fucking.
Where's
You know what? I'm not gonna say it.
It rhymes with fucking.
Okay, so anyways, oh man, I'm crying. I am crying from that statement. Anyways, okay,
So
no.
sorry.
Stop.
You know who you sound like, Massimo?
What?
The bird from Aladdin.
Light's character development in
What
the
other
first.
characters are there?
There's Light,
We
there's
have to-
Ryuk.
Wait,
The
we
other-
have to withhold because they are spoilers.
Yeah, I was gonna say
And
the
there's
other
L.
major. Oh yeah, there's L, but L doesn't get developed until much later, or not much later, but like later on in the season. But there's other major characters that play a major role in the anime,
Alright.
but they don't get introduced until at least halfway through to like a quarter way through
Alright.
of the anime.
Alright.
They are
So
worthy.
you'll see
They
them.
are worthy pieces.
One of my favorite characters is just like a tertiary character that's pretty irrelevant to the series, but he's just badass.
So by anime standards, is Death Note a good anime?
Are we doing
Yes.
like
Yep.
rank, like a
It's
like
amazing.
A
Death-
five system or
Death
a
Note.
personal
Death
thing?
Note is one of the most popular animes that has
Is there a
ever
manga that
been.
goes with
Yeah,
it?
there
Oh,
is.
yeah.
There's a
That's
manga.
how I watched, or I read Death Note before I
Are you
ended up
watching
watched it.
manga?
I
You're reading anime.
I was introduced to. I grew up watching anime really early. My older brother got me into it. He got me into torrenting, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna torrent this anime. Like I didn't wait for it to like come out in English and stuff like that.
What? We don't torrent stuff.
What's torrent?
I had no torrenting because it was at the time it was Japanese exclusive. Like I couldn't watch Death Note because it hadn't even been a thing in English yet. So I don't know. What do you guys like? This is an open discussion.
I feel like since Joe hasn't seen DxD,
Yeah.
You haven't
Oh,
seen
yes.
DxD?
Yes.
He hasn't seen
High School DxD. High School
No
DxD.
way! I thought he knew everything we know.
High School D.
You're
Wow,
that
that was
guy.
like a
I know the
spit
story. I didn't look
rocket.
anything
I'm
up.
freaking out right now.
I didn't look anything up. I didn't look anything up for this. I'm going to watch
Oh
it.
my
Like,
God.
I know boobs.
Oh
I know
my
a girl with
God.
red hair, and I know a dragon. I know that much.
Massimo, how do you live with this?
Poon as far
How do
as the
you
eye
live
can
with
see.
this?
I
Hasn't
know the
seen it.
joke. I know the reference.
That's
Doesn't
only in
matter.
the English dub.
That's
Don't
fine.
speak
English
in
dub.
their-
you have to watch the English.
No.
I'm going to watch the English dub.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, wait.
that.
So I think because I haven't watched High School DxD yet, y'all have.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be one we should do on our next one. And for a new anime coming out,
I swear to
we
God.
what?
I know what you're gonna say.
I'm
thinking you're.
I have one that I want to say.
Yeah,
but
is
I
it
know
one that
that.
we watched?
Yeah.
I know it might be one that they might be interested in, that Adam and Nathan might be interested in. It's called Noragami. It's at its 6th episode mark really soon, same as the one that we watched today. It's more or less about gods.
So is
Still a
it
kill.
Are we watching?
Oh my God! Yeah.
Jonas done the next episode of Otaku Exchange for Noragami and
High School
DxD.
and less
Ready?
racism.
And
together?
let's be honest,
hopefully-
probably
All together?
Yatta!
No, boost.
Boost.
3, 2, 1, boost!
You don't get it.
Okay,
though.
anyways,
fine.
guys, I'm Nathan.
Abraham.
Joe.
Adam.
And racist.
And the great racist.
Massimo.
And we're Otaku Exchange. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves.
Yamate.
Yamate.
Yamate.